What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This Is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with Miles and Nowhere from Tempe, Arizona. How's it going, guys?
What's up?
Hello.
Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
Uh, well, I guess Milestone's kind of been like my lifelong project. Like I've always kind of written for this and had different band members and stuff, but like the three of us have been playing together as like the legit lineup, for like about almost 10 years.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, totally.
You guys are veterans.
hmm
So, in June, you guys dropped a new song like a bomb. How's the response been to it?
Awesome. I think it's been we've gotten like the best response to that song, and I think anything we've put out, I think we're all pretty proud of it. I know I'm pretty proud of it. What about you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, like a
super proud of
bomb.
it.
Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, so super proud. That song kind of put us on a different map, if you will, just because I feel like so far it's been a big highlight of us as a band. Especially just the recording process, the writing process. Like, I feel as though we put our best work into that song in particular, and the rest of the album will be coming out soon too. So
Yeah, like a bomb. It's one of those songs that happens quick. It wasn't too much thinking, and we just kind of went with our first instincts on it, and it seemed to come together pretty quickly,
I think
which
it's
is
cool.
rare.
Yeah, some of our stuff takes forever, but it kind of like set a new precedence for like how we do stuff. We kind of changed it up in how we made that song, and we applied that to just about everything post that song. And like ever since then, it's just like I feel like the song was not only awesome because it's an awesome song, but it also kind of put us into like it gave us a formula for how we could accomplish things like better and faster. So that's really cool.
That's really right. I'm feeling very inspired right now.
Nice.
So, who did you guys record it with, and how was the process?
So we sorry, it's like I feel like we answer like way late just because like Zoom like takes a second and then we're all like who's gonna answer. But yeah, so we recorded it over at we have a studio in here in Arizona that I own, and we produce all of our stuff there uh ourselves.
You're a jack of all trades.
Yeah, try to stay busy doing stuff. And then uh Ricardo, who works at the studio, he mixed it for us. I mix a lot for other people, so I've been trying not to mix our stuff just so that I'll have that, that extra viewpoint. Like if we take it as far as we can, then like whoever mixes it can like take it to another level. I like the song to go through is once we get the song done, for it to go through a couple extra hands, I think is or a couple extra ears, I think is like really important for any song.
Yeah, as far as the process goes, usually Kristen comes to us with lyrics and guitar, and she might work with Katie to get the flow of the song, and then when it's pretty close, it comes to me, and I'll listen to it and get some drum impressions, and then we go from there. Usually, I'm usually the last one to work on it.
That's very cool. So, what would you say your favorite and least favorite thing is about the writing and recording process?
that's a great
um,
question.
Hmm.
I love and hate like every second of it.
Love the
I
honesty.
love
Why
and hate
why?
it all equally, you know? Like it's like the challenges are, you know, it's hard because I think I'm always wanting it to, I personally always want it to be the best the song could be and like make sure we're all putting our best foot forward, but then also just like what's best for the song, you know? And like sometimes that means like trying a lot, doing things over and over. And like for me, sometimes I write stuff that's like kind of hard and then learn, and then you do stuff in the studio and then you have to learn how to play it live. And like, I don't know, like I love all that stuff, but it's also stuff that's like in the moment can be frustrating too, you know?
Katie?
Yeah, so I would say, I would agree. You gotta, it's a love-hate relationship. Um, I mean, I love the process, and I personally love to record, and it's amazing to, write something and then really take it through the whole process to have an end product. It's definitely not easy. And we're grateful that we have our own recording studio and that we do everything ourselves, which is great, but it's also hard. Um, but yeah, I mean, just I honestly love the whole process.
I hate crying on vocal day. Just kidding.
That's blood, sweat, and tears that we put into it. That's a true statement.
There's some tears happen.
Tears of
Yeah,
joy,
usually
tears of happiness.
Uh-huh.
I'll usually leave the studio asking myself, do I even know how to play drums? I mean, it's, going over and over. Usually I feel like my first take is my best take and my first feeling on what I want to do. But, you try to get the best sound, what's going to work, what's going to make you happy, what's going to make the audience happy. And getting there, it's a process that I don't look forward to. I'd much rather just play live and enjoy the stage part of it.
I feel that like sometimes we spend, you know, like a couple hours making the drums sound perfect, and then by the time they sound perfect, I doubt like Rich even wants to play them anymore because we've been sitting there just like, you know, tuning a floor tom for 20 minutes or moving microphones around or whatever just to make the sound, you know.
I can imagine that being really annoying and frustrating. So I definitely feel you guys. Absolutely love the honesty.
The thing that makes me laugh every time we record a song is the amount of hours and work and time we put into it, and thinking that somebody might pay 99 cents to hear this or to own it. That always cracks me up because it's like it's probably the biggest value you can get out there. It's all the work that we put into a song, and you might just listen for free on Spotify, or maybe you'll pay 99 cents to download it, or maybe you'll buy the album for 10 or 15 bucks or whatever. But man, the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that we put into these songs, and as artists, it always just makes me laugh. It's got to be a great value, right?
And then we might get like a couple pennies of that, you know.
Right.
Very true. So you guys are from Tempe, Arizona. How's the punk rock, the pop punk scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, favorite venue?
I feel like it's alive and well.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of punk rock things going on around here for sure. I don't know what let's see, favorite venue. We just played at Last Exit in Phoenix last week, and that's only our second time playing there. It actually wasn't a punk show. It was kind of more of an eclectic show, which we kind of like to do that sometimes because then we really stand out. And I feel like our songs appeal to the punk rockers, but also appeal to other people too. So it's fun to be on those type of shows. But Last Exit was really cool. I feel like that's like moving up as a favorite for me, even though we don't play there that much and it's not always a punk rock venue.
Yeah, there's definitely some great venues here. Like Last Exit's one of them. Rebel Lounge is always fun to play. We don't get there as often as we like, but when the times we played it, it's always had a good time. Of course, our go-to is always probably Yucca Tap or Pub Rock. Those two venues seem to really embrace us and allow us to do what we like to do is play loud and play fast. But yeah, those seem like at least my favorite venues in our area.
They give us a lot more free drinks there than they do at Last Exit, so that makes it enjoyable.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I would say for me, you know, we've played on some pretty bigger stages before. Like we've played at the Marquee in Tempe before, which is one of my favorite venues to play. But I also love the intimate shows, like the smaller dive bars that we've played at, just because the smaller shows can be almost more fun than the bigger shows. That's just like personal preference.
It's awesome. So who
Nile's
is,
fun.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said that the Nile's fun. We've done the Nile before. That's
Yeah,
a
denial.
nice big stage. That's fun too.
Mhm.
Very cool. So who would you say your biggest influences are?
As a band,
Mm.
do we do we
As a
have
band,
an
as a
influence
band.
as a band? I think it's funny, I think we all have individual influences that we bring to the band, and it kind of just comes together. Ultimately, I don't know. What do you guys say is our influence as a band? I mean,
Mm, I don't
It's
know.
all over the place because
yeah,
like each individual, all of us have our own influences and music that we all grew up listening to. But like, if you do ask that question to us individually, we all have different answers.
yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, drum wise, what I bring to Miles to Nowhere, my influences are probably gonna be like Green Day, Blink, stuff like that. Authority Zero is a local influence that I think creeps in there. Although I don't think I'll ever reach that speed that he plays, but man, it's fun to listen to. Um, yeah, bands like that for me.
I'm always listening to I try to keep up on listening to like newer stuff too. So I guess like it changes a lot based for songwriting and stuff. It definitely changes quite a bit. Kind of working in music all the time, I listen to a lot of stuff or like see people up close and like that kind of changes how I do things sometimes. Katie's really good at checking out the smaller up and coming punk rock bands and like actually like all genres. And so it's she always comes to me and is like, hey, check this out. And then I love digging into new stuff, because you have all that stuff growing up that you love and you'll always love and will always influence you. Um, you know, I mean, like I've always been like a big like Alkaline Trio fan, um, stuff like that. But then like I like finding the new stuff to just keep like I like trying to find ways to keep getting inspired by new music. And then you revisit the old stuff and like you hear stuff you didn't hear before. And it all kind of just like rattles around in your brain and then, you spit it out in like a song.
What about you, Katie? What would you say your biggest influences are?
Yeah, so I grew up on a lot of classic rock. Like my parents were always playing music when I was a kid. Um, and then as I got older, I definitely got into more pop punk bands like Blink and Green Day, like Rich. Taking Back Sunday, Good Charlotte. All of those bands were definitely staples for my influence. And nowadays, as Kristen said, it's really fun to find new bands and just check out what other people are doing and get inspired by that and just keep doing what we're doing. But just know that we're all kind of trying to do our own thing. But it's cool how that band kind of had their take on that chord progression, or that melody is really cool, you know?
That's really sick. So here's a $1 million question for you guys. If you could tour with one of those bands, who would it be?
Oh, I know my pick.
I
I
got a few.
I would pick Pup. They're like one of my favorite bands right now. And like if we could go on tour with Pup, I would be so stoked.
Katie?
Yeah, so I would definitely agree. Pub would be a super rad band to play with. Um, I've been listening to a lot of the Interrupters, and I feel like the Interrupters are also that would be a sick lineup. And some of the bigger bands like Goldfinger, just kind of moving up the line. I mean, obviously, a kid dream of mine is opening up for Blink. We'll see if that ever happens, but
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Miles to Nowhere, Interrupters, Pup. Book it, Dave. Book it.
I have to pull some
yes.
strings, but I'll see what I can do. But any of those bands would be dope. Would be super dope.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you as people. I did this with the other bands. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Sweet. This is my favorite part.
First one, favorite holiday.
New Year's
Oh,
Day.
New Year's Day. What about you, Katie?
I'd say Thanksgiving. Um, just family traditions and being around friends. I'd say Thanksgiving.
Hmm. Yeah, those are good answers. Yeah, I think I'll go with Thanksgiving too. It's the one day I get to just pick out. Well, the second day, my birthday is probably the other day I pick out, but yeah, Thanksgiving I get to eat what I want and worry about it later. So yeah, Thanksgiving.
Those are different answers, especially at New Year's Day. I've never heard that one before. What's the specific reason for that?
Um, I don't know. I just like it. Like I feel like it's just a fresh start and I've had a lot of pretty epic New Year's Eves that lasted all the way partying into New Year's Day. And so I just have these epic memories of like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day and I don't know, it just always feels good. And it's like, it cracks me up because it's the one day where you would think like banks and everything would be open and like getting a head start on the year. But no, they're not. And so I just dig it. I don't know. Feels like a new start. I always think that I want us to release music on New Year's Day, but we never have it ready in time.
Well, we almost did, right? With the Holmberg song that came out what the fourth. So that was pretty close to being New Year's Day.
I think we released Skies on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and I think it was New Year's Eve, maybe. New Year's Day. It was a horrible choice of a day to release music because no one gives a shit about your song. They're just like, it's all like your feed's full of other people's fireworks instead of your song. So it's probably not a good day to release music, but I always want to.
Trial and error. That's what I tell people.
Uh huh.
That's really cool. So if you guys were stranded on a desert island, what three items would you want to have with you?
Mm.
Three items. Three items.
Hey, man.
Ah.
All right.
Putting you guys on the spot.
All right. I got mine. I got mine.
Oh shoot. Go ahead.
Okay. A knife, a guitar, and probably like some shoes. Wait, would I already have shoes on? Does that count? I mean,
Yeah,
you already have
yeah.
clothes on. Okay, so I get another one. Um, Man, that's hard. I feel like it would see now I'm like questioning my survival skills because I feel like it would have to do with like water or fire, but like I don't know how to like really make either of those. So um hmm,
Yes,
maybe
mine's
matches or
kind of
something.
similar. Yeah, mine's kind of similar to Kristen's. I would definitely say a knife, just it's a multi-purpose tool. Guitar for sure, because I don't know what I would do with myself if I didn't have music. And
Wait,
like,
are we on the island together though? Because like if we're on the island together, then we could actually have nine things.
Sure.
And
I'm feeling generous.
and are these
all
strictly
right,
like survival items or just like luxury or things we want to,
It could be any three items.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would say like a sleeping bag probably, um, because it's hard to just I don't know sleep on a bunch of leaves or rocks.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I guess for survival, I would like how about some matches, a knife, and geez, what would be the third thing? Well, I got matches, I got knife. And we have shoes already, so I can't pick shoes. Oh, geez. The third thing, I don't need drumsticks. I think anything can be drumsticks, right? So I don't think anything music related. It would mostly be survival related. Yeah, a nice warm blanket probably would be nice.
We just brought three knives to the island.
Yes, every man for
We're gonna
himself.
we're gonna take this island on, guys.
Wait, you
You
think we'd actually stay together on this island?
Okay,
you
I'm
can
gonna
never
go to
have too
this
many
part of
Dang.
the
knives.
island.
Right?
That's awesome. So if you guys had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
Hmm, that's a good question.
I like any pet rescue. Also, anything to do with the cancer struggles or survival or treatment would probably be my big two.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely say anything with cancer, or kids with cancer.
Um, let's see. Probably, yeah, probably like some sort of dog shelter thing of some sort, but just dogs, not other animals.
Hey.
Just kidding. Yeah, or like I'll pick a different one because you guys picked that already. Like maybe just like feeding people, feeding like homeless people, something like that would be good. There's like I know that would like suck to just like be hungry. So
Can't go wrong with any of those. All right, last question, guys. What are some places in Tempe that visitors should check out?
the Miles to Nowhere show when it happens.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't know.
I can add, and I only say this because of where I work. It's not in Tempe, it's actually in Apache Junction, Arizona, which from the Phoenix area is about 45 minutes. Uh, but I work in a ghost town. It's called Goldfield Ghost Town, and it's located at the base of the Superstition Mountains, and it's beautiful. It's like such epic scenery, and if you drive up the road, you'll pass by lakes, and it's just a really beautiful area. It does bring a lot of tourists, so I would definitely recommend anybody in the area if you're up for a little drive to drive out to the ghost town.
Yeah. And if you find yourself in Tempe, um, and I mean, Mill Avenue's plenty to walk around and check out. You can walk a little north and see our fake lake at Tempe Town Lake, um, and the old mill, like flour mill that's still standing there, being surrounded slowly by new construction. But yeah, those are pretty cool spots in Tempe, I guess.
So then when I fly out to hang out with you guys and go to a Miles of Nowhere show, you can take me to all those spots.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we got
Oh,
you.
hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take you some places for sure.
Super dope. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on, and the support means the world to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Yeah,
Really,
thank you so
we love
much.
doing it.
So for the people that are going to watch this interview later, where can you find your music at?
Pretty much anywhere you listen to music, you'll find Miles Nowhere. And if you go there and you don't, message us on Instagram, let us know so we can get it on your favorite platform. But like Spotify, Apple Music, we got videos on YouTube, YouTube Music, Amazon, pretty much everywhere. We try to like distribute to like all the platforms so you can find us. And then we do put stuff on Bandcamp as well. So if you want to support and it goes directly more, we get a lot more if you download from Bandcamp. But feel free to listen for free anywhere. Miletonowhere.com has links to our merch store, all the platforms, and we got a bunch of to stream off of and a bunch of videos and like our show schedule and stuff there as well. And yeah, if you someone wants us in their city and they don't see it there, send us a message and we'll see if we can set something up.
Don't be a loser. Go to the websites, listen to the music, buy a CD, buy vinyl, buy a shirt, support local music. You guys are crushing it. Keep up the great work, and we'll be in touch.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Of
Bye.
course, anytime. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.